What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the Chelsea news and transfer information, because there's been a big news story that's broke a few hours ago, to be fair, so you probably have heard of it. But there has been a couple of moves and a couple of interesting lines coming out of various sources today regarding Chelsea, and looking like we're going to be making some moves towards the end of this transfer window. However, I think it's late, so I think most of these are unlikely to be happening, if I'm honest. We'll start with the obvious one from Celtic, that being Craig Gordon. Not the title of the video, Celtic player, but Craig Gordon, goalkeeper. We're looking to get a backup. If Begovic goes, Begovic will go. If we get a backup, Craig Gordon is one of those options. Rodgers don't want to get rid of him. About 4 or 5 million, I think. Will we get him? I have no idea, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't really care. He'll be a backup goalkeeper. He's a decent keeper for Celtic. It is what it is, really, isn't it? Nothing more really to say on that. Ivanovic is nearing a move to St. Petersburg. I think that's pretty much done, if I'm honest. I think that's a done deal. We're just waiting for that to be announced. Then we've got the left back, who I'm never going to be able to pronounce. So Said Kolasinac. He's out of contract in the summer, and he was reportedly moving to Juventus, but now we wanted to buy him in January. I don't know why. Back up to Alonso and AK and people like that, I suppose. But reportedly, just recently, coming about 20 minutes ago, Sky Italia reporting that after talks today, Schalke are refusing to sell the left back. Does that mean we'll probably put some mad bid in on deadline day? Yes, but I doubt we'll get this guy. To be honest with you, I don't really think there's any need to. I think we could just wait till the summer and buy a better left wing back, if I'm honest. But if we do get him, I don't think it'll be that bad. But the big news story is, of course, the fact that, I'll read it, it's Sky sources. Chelsea are interested in signing Celtic striker MOUSSA DEMBEL, but it may cost them, oh my God, I can't remember what it says, £40 million to secure a move to Stamford Bridge. We understand that Celtic are extremely reluctant to sell in this window and would not consider a bid below 40 million. Dembele's progress has been monitored closely by Chelsea, who have been linked with a number of strikers in the window, most recently Lorente at Swansea. Dembele joined Celtic on a free transfer in June last year from Fulham on a 4-year deal. I like Moussa Dembele. I think he's a very, very good goalkeeper. He's banging in the goals for Celtic. I know it's Celtic and I know it's the Scottish League, but he's scored in the Champions League as well. He is banging in the goals. You know, he's a youngster. I think he's 20 years of age. Am I right by saying that? I think he's 20. I'm pretty sure he's 20. 40's miles too much. I think, 20, 25 is possibly enough. He's French, isn't he? So it's mad, really, when you think about it, because I almost think this guy's English, because of the price that he is just literally, that these we're being quoted, is unbelievable. I don't personally think this is going to go through, if I'm honest. I can't see it happening. Would I like to see it happen? Yes, but for the right price. Therefore, I don't really want to see it happen because I just don't think it would be the right price. It's clear Conte doesn't like Michy Batshuayi. Does Michy Batshuayi have a chance at the club? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm in the position now where I don't know. I've got to the end of my tether with him, and I certainly feel like he needs to go out on loan and do something out on loan at a Premier League club to stand a chance. So it's clear we obviously want a backup striker. Now, whether we get that in before the end of this window, I'm not 100% sure, if I'm being perfectly honest. But at the same time, as they say, I've been linked with Lorente. Look, this guy's a youngster. I think, if I'm honest, and I know a lot of people are going to think this is controversial, I think this guy's got more potential than Michy Batshuayi, if I'm honest. If we just go through his stats, just literally goals. The Scottish Premiership, 21 games played, 9 goals scored, which doesn't sound that extraordinary, but that is pretty decent, being so, I think he scored a hat-trick against Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. Cup, he's one appearance, 1 goal. League Cup, Scottish League Cup, 4 games, 5 goals. And in the Champions League, 12 games, 5 goals. So 38 games played this season, which is, funnily enough, exactly the same as what he'd play in the Premier League in a whole season. He scored 20 goals. Now, of course, the quality is going to be a lot different from Premier League to the Scottish Premiership. Would this be a big risk? I think it probably would be, especially if we're going to be paying 40 million. But he is young, so look, if we're buying a 27, if this guy was 27 years old from the Scottish Premiership and he's putting his goals like this, I'd be saying, are you actually having a joke? But as he's young, as he's 20, when I've seen him play, he looks a real dangerous player. He's a quick player. He's not the tallest player, but he is a decent player in regards to, he's not absolutely tiny. There's reports, The Guardian reporting 30 million deadline day offer is going to go in for Moussa Dembele. But I don't think this deal is going to come across the line. Certainly not this window. I think it will probably come across the line next window. Do I think Chelsea are going to sign anybody on deadline day? We'll sign a goalkeeper, and that'll be about that. I don't think these other two things will get through. If I'm perfectly honest, I just don't think there's enough time. And in January, as we know, players' prices are just frigging inflated to the max. And I think it'd be stupid to buy, somebody like Moussa Dembele for 40 frigging million. He did set the world alight at Fulham. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, he was doing very, very well at Fulham. He scored, a reasonable amount of goals in the Championship in his last season. 15 goals in the Championship, and that's a tough league actually. 15 to 20 goals in the Championship is pretty damn good. Look, he's not been that prolific yet, but he has consistently in the last 2 seasons scored goals. You can't deny that. And he is a youngster. He's been capped for France's under 16 side, under 17 side, under 18 side, under 19 side, under 20 side, under 21 side. Recently under 21 side, he's scored 4 goals in 4 appearances for them. So he's a decent player. We can't deny that. He started a youth career at Paris Saint-Germain. For 40 million though, for me it would just be absolutely bloody mad. I can't see it happening. That's my feeling. I can't see it happening. Of course, Adama Traore, I haven't heard much about that. I mean, that's the last news I brought you. I haven't heard much about that since. That could be something that comes up on deadline day again, but ultimately never comes to fruition. I'm more open to the Adama Traore move than I was originally, if I'm being honest. That's not to say I think it would be a good move, but I think it could be okay. I think he's a decent player. I think maybe Conte could. The problem with Adama Traore is he's just terrible in regards to the final ball, the cross, the shot. If you can improve that final end product, he's going to be a top player. But there is a reason why Barcelona let him go. There is reports as well, if Gordon, we can't get him, Craig Gordon from Celtic, we're going to be looking at Brighton's goalkeeper David Stockdale to bring in to the club. He's only got 6 months left on his deal at Brighton, who are obviously leading the Championship at the moment. Again, I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, if I'm honest with you, we'll get a goalkeeper in on deadline day. I don't think we'll get either Moussa Dembele or this left-back in. The fact we're going for Moussa Dembele, or interested in Moussa Dembele, says to me that Conte really is not in any way happy with Michy Batshuayi and probably wants to get him out on loan at some point this window. He's left it late. But a panic by January of Moussa Dembele for 40 million just so Michy Batshuayi can go out on loan, to me seems a bit crazy. And I mean, what I'm thinking to myself is, you've got the likes of Moussa Dembele for 40 million, and if you just wait to the summer and think, and I don't think Morata's the best player for Chelsea. I don't think that would be a good move. I really don't. If Alvaro Morata came, because he very rarely plays for Real Madrid. He hasn't really done all that much. I don't think he'll be a particularly good player. I'll try and get stats up now, but I'd rather him for 40 million than I would this Moussa Dembele, if I'm honest. I'm just going to be strictly honest with you. Just because, although Morata's 24, and yes, he doesn't play all that much, but at the same time, he has got sort of international recognition, and he has played for top sides. So, yeah, again, who do we get to replace Costa if he leaves in the summer? I don't know. Morata and Dembele, I'm not going to lie, making me particularly excited, but at the same time, Alvaro Morata would float my boat a little bit more than Moussa Dembele, just simply because the international I can't even say the bloody word properly. You know what I mean? Reputation. We got there in the fucking. It's late, guys. It's fucking late. So yeah, that would kind of sway me towards him. But he's in La Liga. I mean, he doesn't start all that often. I mean, he does. To be fair to him, he does score goals. Played 14 games, 6 goals, 2 assists. But I think a lot of people would score goals for Real Madrid, if I'm honest. Overall this season, games started 21, substitute games 18, 15 goals, 5 assists. It's not bad. In the UCL, he scored 2 goals from 1 start. That's not too bad. He does score goals. I think out of these two, and maybe Morata's going to be 50, 60 million. I don't know, but I'd rather him than Moussa Dembele. Now, I think probably if you wait till the summer, I think you'll probably get Dembele for 25 million. But look, to conclude, Moussa Dembele to Chelsea, it's not going to happen. That's not to say we won't put some mad bid in the final day, but I just don't expect it to happen. Same with the left back from Schalke. Again, don't expect that to happen, but I do expect us to sign a goalkeeper. I'll be bringing you any breaking news during deadline day regarding Chelsea and any other big transfer news. Big transfer news this week. Payet has made his move to Marseille, away from West Ham, and reportedly has given his wages for January back to West Ham. So I suppose maybe just trying to butter them up so they don't really hate him as much as they do. I mean, you can't really hate. Look, I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. He clearly wants to go back for family reasons. I don't think he's done it for the money. He didn't handle it in the correct way. I'm going to be honest with you. He should have played. He didn't handle it in the correct way, but he was clearly wanting to get back with his family. So I don't really argue with that. But yeah, I don't think he really handled it in the right way. I don't think West Ham fans can be too critical of the guy. I mean, he has been quite incredible for them in recent years, and without him, I say recent years, only been there for like fucking a year and a half. But without him, they'd be, to be honest with you, they'd be fucking pretty shit, wouldn't they? I mean, they are doing a decent job without him, but he has done an amazing thing for them. And I don't think West Ham fans, even the die-hard ones that are probably upset about him leaving, could deny that. He hasn't gone to China for a load of money. He's literally left for family reasons. You can kind of understand it. But anyway, better end this video. Please leave a like, leave your thoughts on the rumour that Moussa Dembele is possibly moving to Chelsea for £40 million. Money is mad in this transfer window, and I have a fear it's only going to get frigging worse. Jeez, I mean, Igalo is moving to China for over 20 million. What is happening? What is going bloody on? This is just... I mean, Scott Hogan for 15 million is just mad. What's that? I can't even cope. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. 40 million for a striker who plays for Celtic. I can't cope.